Hey guys, welcome back to the joy of treasure hunting. Today, got a special treat. We're gonna go to the park for the first time. And this time out, since it's our first time, we're only gonna go look for high tones. So on the Nokta Legend, we're gonna look for 40 and above only. And so we'll dig those targets. Next time we come, maybe we'll do those mid-tones. Next time we come, maybe we'll do some low tones. But for this time, let's see what we can find with just 40 and above, and I'll show you how to set up the detector, and I'll show you how to find those treasures at the park. So come along and let's dig into it.
So I want to go over how to set up the legend for this type of hunting where you're only going to hear whatever range that you're interested in. So for this particular hunt, we're interested in things that show up on our VDI from 40 and above. So I want to show you how to subdue the sounds below 40 and then really make those numbers above 40 bark at you, capture your attention. So you want to go into, oh, and by the way, you notice that I've painted my buttons on the Nokta Legend here. They were just black in here. If you're interested in how to do that, I've got another video. I'll put a link in the description up here. But to get into the settings, you just click on the settings button here in lower right. First place it takes you is going to be, where you can choose what channel you're on. We're going to go over to sounds. Okay, so there's volume, there's sounds. Now, once you get here, you notice there's a second menu right above it. So we're going to go up into that second menu. This kind of tells you what to do to get up there. So you hit the plus button to get up there. And the first one of the choices is how many different ways do you want to break this scale up into chunks that you can hear differences between. So I'm going to keep it somewhat simple, keep it in 4. And that's because I want to hear something low here for this iron range, and then I want to hear something sort of mid-range, maybe something a little higher, and then something really high. That's really up to you. This is just how I do it. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to skip over the volume and the pitch, and we're going to go to the range. So now I've said I want to break this up into 4 different ranges. So we're going to go over here and define what those ranges should be. So we'll arrow over to the ranges, and then it says again, what to do. You can go up if you want to go into that. So we're going to go into that. All right. So here we can go left and right through the different ranges. The first range is from 1 to 10. That's going to be iron. This number here is just saying where is the end of that particular range. I'm going to scroll over one here. So the next range is from 10 or 11 to 20. Again, the number is just the end of that range. Third range here is going to be 21 to 40, right? And then, of course, the last range is 40 and above. It doesn't show you that because it's just inferred or defaulted. So that's good. Now to get out of here, we know that we like those 4 breaks. By the way, if you want to change that break, let me go back into that. Let's go to scroll over. So like this last one here, if I wanted to change this break to where it broke at 38 or 30 or whatever, here I would just make that change by hitting the up and down buttons here. So there. So that third break is 39, 38 now. And so the 4th break in this case is going to be 39 and above. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it at 39. That way the 4th break is 40 and above. Okay, let's get out of here in order to back out from this menu down to, before we do that, let's go over and let's adjust the volume of each of these breaks and the pitch or the sound that rings in at as a grunt or a ding or whatever. So now we can scroll sideways. Actually, we have to get back out because right now if I scroll sideways, we're just seeing the different ranges. So you have to hit this button down here, the pinpoint accept button. Now you're still in this upper menu, see the flashing. And we're going to go over. Let's go to the volume. And then to go into volume, we're going to go up. See, it's got the little up arrow. All right. So for the first little segment of the VDI, I have the volume set at 1, very low. And you can see it goes all the way up to 10. For the second segment, also set at 1 volume. Third, also at 1 volume. But the last segment, again, we're only interested in things that ring out 40 and above. 10. Bam. So you're going to be going along and you'll hear the grunts, you'll hear the mid-tones, beep, 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 beep. But then whenever you get across something that's a VDI 40 and above, bang, beep, beep, really loud. And that's what we want. All right, so this is looking good. Let's go ahead and get out of this particular menu. And we're going to go over to what sound. So we'll scroll over here. This is pitch. So it's asking you, what pitch do you want? We're going to go up to get into that. Now for the iron, I've got it at a pitch 2, and you can adjust that with these up and down arrows. So if you want it to sound different, lower, higher, but I like that low grunt for iron. And then we scroll over to the next little segment of VDI, 10 to 20. And I've got it set at 8. And again, this is your choice. You can set these or whatever you want. Next segment, 17. Next segment, the segment I'm most interested in, I've got a real high number. It only goes up to 30, okay? But at 30, you get that real ringing sound. Bing, bing, bing. So that's what I want to hear. So we'll go ahead and leave it at that. Let's accept this. Now we're done. We've chosen 4 different breaks. We chose the volume for each of those breaks, the sound just now that it makes, and then also where those breaks are done. So hopefully this helps to show you how I've got this thing set up for these types of hunts where we're just interested in a little piece of the VDI scale for that particular day. And to get out of here, we're going to have to hit the pinpoint button to go back down, and you see how all of these are no longer flashing. You're back down in that menu. So you can scroll over in the lower menu. And then once you want to get out of this lower menu, then you just hit this button down here and you're back to the main screen.
So here's where I'm thinking I'm going to start today. So we got us a basketball court here, and notice this little hill right here. I thought, you know, that's kind of interesting. I'll bet there's people that sit on that hill and watch people play basketball all the time. And you know how when people sit down in the grass, especially on a slope like that, whatever's in their pocket is going to fall out. So that might be kind of an interesting place to search. So let's go over there and see if we can find anything. All right, guys. So here we are. We're still on our little hill. And see how quiet it is on all of these different numbers? We got all kinds of junk in here. But when you hit a nice 40 or above, it rings out. So this is worth digging. So let's see what we got here. Let's see if it's near the surface. Try to keep you guys in focus. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But you see here? Look how big that is. Man, it's covering an area pretty good size. So chances are it's probably some garbage, but we're going to go ahead and dig it up and clean up the park if it is. Oh, there we go. Sure enough, can slaw. That's all right, guys. That's all right. You got to dig the trash to find the treasure. All right, so this is a good one. You hear that? Beep, 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 beep. We got 2 targets here. So let's get one of these up. Reading 41. Okay. Let's see if it's near the surface. It is. Maybe that's a good sign. 41, near the surface. Just pop it out. Come on, baby. Be right there. Be right there somewhere. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Already popped it out, guys. All right, we got us a coin. Looks like perhaps a zinc penny as the number would have indicated. But hey, here we go. First coin. So like I said, this time out, we're just looking for 40 and above on the VDI for the Nokta Legend. Next time we come out, I'm going to put it on 30 and above, and we're going to compare to what we dug up this time. So you're not going to want to miss. This is part one of a multi-part series. So do yourself and do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss any of the future episodes, and you really help me to reach a greater audience. Thank you, guys. Okay, got us another signal here. 51, 52. All right, see what this might be. Right there. Just pop it up. Oh yeah, that's what we like to see, huh guys? I see the eagle. That would be a Washington quarter. Yes sir, good find. Okay, so we just got us a Washington quarter right there, and don't forget, always, if you find a coin, check around it. Sure enough, right here, 46, 46. Right there next to it, so 46. Let's see what else is here. Oh, look at that. It's right there in the surface. Roosevelt dime. Nice find. Anything else? Let's check. Nope, that's it for that coin spill. So if you've just got, a few minutes, spend at a park or something like that, set your detector up just to get the high notes or just to get the midtones, whatever it is that you're interested in for that day. And then, as you can see, I've got all kind of numbers going across the screen here, but nothing is sounding out until I hit one of those high tones. So I can go real fast. There we go. Go real fast through an area. Hit a high tone, 41, 43. All right, time to dig. Real fast. Near the surface. Let's just pop that sucker out. Where you at? Where you at? Already popped it out. There it is right there. All right. See? A little zinc penny. But what time, takes no time at all. Almost didn't film this one. It was another 41, 42. Thought for sure another zinc penny, but nope. Got somebody's keychain. On to the next one. I want you to listen and pay close attention to the Nokta Accupoint pinpointer. It's really very cool feature of this thing that it has dual tones. It'll beep one way for a good target and beep another way for iron. And as you'll see in this next clip, the pinpointer, the metal detector was saying, hey, dig me. You got 41, 42, and if you're used to the numbers, you're thinking, oh, there's a zinc penny. I'm just going to dig a zinc penny. But the Accupoint pinpointer had a different sound. See if you can distinguish the difference between the sound that it makes on this iron that I'm fixing to dig versus a normal target. All right, got us another signal here. 42, 43. Let's see what else we got. Must be real near the surface. Pinpointer's going crazy about it. Either that or it could be very large, right? Let's see. Oh, I feel something down there. Let's see. What do you got? Oh, there it is. What is that? I don't know. Maybe a bottle top? Bottle cap? Hard to say. I'll clean it up and I'll show you guys what we got here. So did you hear the difference there? The Nokta Accupoint pinpointer, when it finds iron in the hole, it does a sort of beat. But whenever it finds a non-ferrous target, the actual thing that you're trying to dig usually, it's a beep. So pay attention to those differences, and you can do, and I can do
a whole lot less digging for trash.
Okay, we got us another signal here. This one's ringing up at 46. Jumping all over the place, so let's see what we got. Okay, I like that it's relatively small. Let's see what we got. Oh, there's something. What we got? It is a Roosevelt dime. All right, good score, good score. 10 cents closer to paying off the Nokta. So I've moved down here to this other area. There's an old gazebo or something over here, and looking at the old maps, you can see these really big trees too. This is a little bit older place, but there's a lot of trash here. So you can hear, I've got all the low tones turned down, but you'll hear all of those little noises and things like that, but it won't really go crazy until we get one of those high tones. So that's what we're listening for, is just a high tone amongst this noise. Oh, a lot of trash in here. Oh, okay. There we go. You see how the Nokta Legend is picking up that signal through all that trash? Got 47, 46, 45. Some right there is a 45 that we're going to dig up. Let's see if it's near the surface here. Alright, let's see if we can't just pop something up. Anything? Oh, there it is right there. Look at there. We picked that dime out of this really trashy park. Pretty cool. Going, lots of noise. 15, but I'm not hearing it. Oh, there's something. 30, 42, 43, 45, 46. Let's see what we got. Near the surface. Yep. Oh, hey, wait a second. Still got a string attached to it too. Let's see if I can get it out of here without breaking the string. Oh, there we go. Okay, what is this? Polar bear protection and adaptable. Huh, that's pretty cool. It's shiny, but I doubt, being on a string, that it's silver. But hey, first piece of jewelry today. Score. Got another signal here. Man, listen to that. Doesn't that sound good? Man, that's like a dig me stupid signal right there. 51. Oh, look, right there on the surface. It is a quarter, I believe. Yep, state quarter of some kind. It's got like a buffalo head on it, so we'll take it. Okay, guys, man, I thought, this is such a trashy area, and I found this little signal, and I started digging, and look at this. I found my very first ring. Is that cool or what? I'm going to clean this up. I'll show you. Hopefully it's sterling, but you know what? I don't care. I am in love. I just think that's the coolest thing. So cool, man.
So our buddy Merrill over at Metal Detecting NYC, whenever he finds silver, he has this big to do on his channel about how he's unlocked Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Well, I don't want to steal that. So whenever I find silver, as I just did, it's cerveza time. That's for you, Merrill.
All right, so time for the reveal. So I've cleaned up all our finds today. Now remember, we had the machine set to only ring off on high numbers, so 40 and above, which would be basically zinc pennies and something better on the Nokta Legend. And so it ignored all the can slaw, except interestingly the bottom of a couple of aluminum cans. Got a little piece of wire here, of course a washer of some kind, electrical connector, somebody's keychain. Not sure what to think of this thing, so if you guys have any ideas on that, it seems kind of coppery and maybe even multi-layered, but I can't tell what that is. So any ideas? I'm all ears. And then 4 bottle tops. This one's a typical squished aluminum one, but these are somewhat iron. This one was really dirty. So, I did not have the bottle cap discrimination turned on, but it might have ignored even that. But let's see the cool stuff. So we've got a couple of quarters here, a few dimes, a few copper pennies, and a bunch of zinc pennies. But the surprise of the day was a little bit of jewelry. So we found this pendant here, which has a bear claw paw on one side, and then on the back it says Polar Bear Protection and Adaptable. I'm not sure what to think about that. Copyright 2007 maybe. And then this was the cool thing. My first ring. Such a pretty little thing. I mean, tiny. Look at that. I mean, compared to, even a dime. I mean, this thing's tiny. But it is sterling, marked sterling on the inside, and it's got a green stone of some kind. So very cool. I'm really excited to find my first jewelry, and I'm well on my way to paying off the Nokta Legend. So pretty exciting. Next time we get out here to the park, maybe we'll set it to go, maybe and ring off on 30s instead of 40s and above. And it'll be interesting to see what we find. Gold rings, by the way, they ring up anywhere from 11 to the 40s, so you just never know. We might get some more jewelry. I sure hope so. But I'm excited to finally have some jewelry on the board. Man, wasn't that a lot of fun? We went out to the park. We just had a short time, so I set that machine to only ring out loud on 40 and above. And you saw what we found. I mean, lots of good targets and not very much trash. So that was really cool. The Nokta Legend really does a good job of sifting through the chaff and finding the wheat. So next time we go out, I'm going to set it at 30 and above, and we're going to compare what we find compared to what we found today. I hope you guys learned something today. I know I did. And I'm going to keep these videos coming. So hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying this sort of thing. I really appreciate y'all's time. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless.